Hi everyone, Morten Aastad here with another video. And as far as records go, I guess this Friday, the 27th of February, is Christmas and New Year's and birthdays all rolled up in one, because today we saw the release of the brand new album by Gorillaz. And some of you may have seen some of my videos through the years that I am a pretty big fan of Gorillaz. Not just as far as music goes, but being inspired sometimes in my own drawings. So pretty big deal. And I have had a sort of a media lockdown when it came to this new album, because I wanted to listen to this fresh. And even though it was very tempting to watch the hand-drawn animation in the video, which I think is the only proper video released for this album, drawn by Hewlett himself. And I know this band is, a journey of sorts, and we've been told that this is very new, very unlike anything Gorillaz has ever made, in whatever sense Gorillaz ever make anything that resembles the previous project that much. I guess we're spoiled in that regard. Damon and Hewlett had been traveling to India and also other various places north of there in Central Asia. And I think a lot of it is inspired that. But another thing, of course, about this album is the deluge of collaborations and other artists. I was watching the weekly review of new albums arriving on the record shop here in Oslo, Big Dipper's YouTube channel, and they were speculating maybe that maybe death was a bit of a theme here, because they are using a lot of artists who have passed away. But then again, you guys know that I love Welsh artists and Welsh music. That's sort of why I'm sporting my Gweno shirt. I had planned to have an aluminium print of one of my drawings, which is a take on a Super Furry Animals album cover displayed here today. I went to the post office, post in shop, to pick it up. However, it was closed until 6:30, and I was there at 4, so that will have to wait for another day. Thinking that might be like a permanent backdrop, maybe. But all that aside, I am really excited about this, showing you this record and listening to it. That's why I'm almost literally just came in through the door, and what else are you supposed to come in through, Morten? The window, and just grabbed everything to put this video together, so I can open these and show them to you, and then sit down and spend my Friday evening listening to the new Gorillaz. So let's have a look at it, shall we? So when I started buying Gorillaz, it was of course the day of the CDs. This would have been back in 2000. I'm not entirely sure I was aware that it was Damon at the time. I was already a big fan of Blur, but also, a pretty big fan of Hewlett's work. And I had read and had some copies of Tank Girl lying around. And for someone who had dreamt of being a cartoonist one day, this was right up my alley. And when I saw that first album cover, I recognized the penmanship right away, and I thought, what's going on? I think, if I can remember correctly, it's been a while. So obviously I bought my first Gorillaz on CD, and I've kept buying them on CD, even though years later, 2014, when I got a turntable again, I also started collecting Gorillaz on vinyl. I was thinking about maybe I would show you my Gorillaz collection, but that would become a fairly long video, and I want to show you this. So that is the reason why I've also picked up the CD today. And this is the deluxe edition. And if I'm correct, the deluxe edition, yeah, it says here, deluxe CD includes 4 bonus tracks. So that's obviously something worth shelling out an extra $10 for US or 100. Yeah, it costs 100 kroner extra. This, but it's also in a nice booklet and not what I suppose is closer to a digipack or whatever the other one was. So let's open it up. It's got a OB strip, I suppose. So careful not to break that. And it is stuck on here quite well. So anyway, here it is without me having removed the OB strip, but having removed the shrink wrap. And a beautiful cover it is, with very reminiscent of making me think of George Harrison, actually, when I see this Indian theme on it, which is, you know, apart from all the wonderful food, is my sort of knowledge of Indian culture is not very deep at all, but a lot of it comes from George Harrison. So there we are without the OB strip, and artwork on the back there. So I was long contemplating getting the box of this from the Gorillaz website. However, it wasn't particularly expensive, but I felt that it didn't really include that much extra material. It had prints and a regular version black vinyl, I think, of the album. And I think was it the lesser cousin of this one? Yeah, you have to correct me if I'm wrong about that. So I didn't. They also had a book cover, sort of a coffee table version of the vinyl, which I did get for one of their previous albums. But before making my mind up, I was a bit relieved that they actually sold out. So I went for the store-bought variant there. So we have what I assume is disc 1 in the cover here. Oh, that is really very nice. Look at that. Ooh. And we have, it opens up like that with very tiny writing, and then we have the artwork, which I assume would have been the prints in the box. So yeah, a little bit sorry I didn't get the box, because I have the box set of the previous 3, I think, and also a very big box set of a reissue of the original album. Yeah, I love Gorillaz. I like this one. So I guess it doesn't quite do it all justice in this small, but I want to show you guys. Oh, that's nice. Approved by Siddhartha. Is that one of those Carry On guys, actors? Norwegian who knows about those? Yeah. Here we are. Oh, that's good. I like that. And disc 2. in there. Now let's look at the vinyl. So there seem to be options for 3 various vinyls this time around here in Oslo, in both our record shops. There was a black vinyl, and then there was I think it was an indie exclusive yellow vinyl, and then there's this one that I got, which was a little bit more expensive than the other 2. Here we go. Yes, it's the lenticular cover, which I was talking about how it reminds me of George Harrison, but I suppose this reminds me of the Rolling Stones. So careful. Let me try and be very careful here because I don't want to break the obi strip. There's no hype sticker here. No. There we go. Look at that. You can travel into their world there. That's gorgeous. So sides A, B, C, and D. Very tiny writing. Remove this. I think I'll have to do it this way. So again, without the obi strip. And art on the back. Really great work. I also love that there, apart from the Indian script, is no writing anywhere. It was all on the obi strip. Oh, wow. So this is sort of a Sergeant Pepper, but with all the people they've been working on. I can recognize Johnny Marr, and there is Gruff Rhys from Super Furry Animals and from Gruff Rhys. So here we go, guys. There's Gruff over there. And Johnny Marr standing in the back there, background. Awesome. And of course that is the great part about vinyls. You know, everything is larger and you can study the artwork to your heart's content while you're listening to the music. So let's have a look at the vinyl and the inner sleeves. There she is. All grown up now, of course. 2D. And it makes me want to watch one of my favorite films. I'll show you in a minute. So that was the artwork from the CD. And then we have an elephant on the other side. And a wonderful, very appropriate orange, the right type orange for the theme of this record. Oh, there's even more in here. So that's the black and white part from the CD. I would say this is a luxurious looking record. Oh, looking very relaxed and enjoying himself there, huh? And of course we have our final member of the Gorillaz standing there in a no smoking area, having a smoke. Little doggy, oh, mid-sized dog, and again, beautiful orange vinyl, and the artwork of this gorgeous record. So after having listened to this record a couple of times, I might actually put it on again, and whilst watching one of my favorite Wes Anderson films. Don't you agree? See, I brought it. He's usually standing higher up, but today he's featured here. Unfortunately, the batteries which are inside his head stopped working more or less just before I started recording, so his eyes are not glowing today. But my Criterion Collection gem, the Darjeeling Limited, would maybe be appropriate today. All of his movies are featured recently. I think they showed up on either Netflix or Prime. So if you get inspired by me having shown it, you can watch. You can also listen to Gorillaz and watch Darjeeling Limited today. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me taking a look at this wonderful record. Hopefully, also when I listen to it, I'll feel the same. I'm pretty sure I will. And if you did, please click like, because that helps my channel. And if you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. Another thing that makes me happy are comments, what you are looking forward to. Have you listened to it already? Gotten, ahead of me? I'm ahead of you guys over there across the Atlantic, so hopefully I got this in my hands a little while before you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.